What's going on, YouTube? We're out here on the Oregon coast doing a little crab snaring. I got two people with me today to actually experience crab snaring. I have my two younger brothers. The one in the red is Kale, the one in the black is Tolo. I'm gonna turn around and show you guys exactly what our setup is, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, let's show the gear. All right, so we got some just basic gear set up. This is the Moon Sniper. It's a 12-foot heavy. This is the whooping stick. You get these at Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops. And it's a 6,000 reel. That's a Penfish 6,000. So we have some chicken drumsticks right there. These are the open snare types. And as it lands, it's gonna open up. It's basically tied to like, what, 30-pound line. And he's gonna do the first cast. All right, let's go. And then Kale's gonna get his ready. And luckily for us, the tide is coming in, and it's usually the best time to go crab snaring. And actually the weather's actually been pretty good to us. So, and you don't actually have to cast it very far. There you go. There you go. All right, like I said, and you want to let it sit for about 5 to 8 minutes. 10 is our maximum, because what's going to happen is the crab's going to start coming in as the tide's coming in, because they're feeding this time. So we're going to wait, and then we'll show you guys our catch. All right, so what we're doing is called line management. Not necessarily to keep the lines taut, but really just to make sure that as the water is coming back in, it's going to push up a lot of the seagrass and it'll get stuck in your line. So we're so close to the water, we're just going to kind of move it around. And the really key thing is when we're waiting 10 minutes, it allows the crab to basically just try to take pieces of the meat off the line or off the trap. And when you pull it in, it's gonna get heavy. So he's checking his line right now. You don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier to manage. All right, so we're gonna have Kale reel it in. Let's see if we get any keepers. Let's go, buddy. Come on. There you go. Woo! See that rod bend? Look at that. Let's go. Yeah, try not to let slack off, because it'll open back up. Yeah, the key thing is to also make sure that as you're reeling in, you don't want to bring that rod tip low, because it's going to basically open up this trap, and you're going to lose your catch. So, all right, let's see, where's he at? There it is. Oh, nice. Oh no, we got one that's a runner. I don't know. All right, so we got 5 females, no keepers. But yeah, so the key thing is as you're reeling it in, you don't want to let your rod go down too low or parallel to the sand and open up that trap. All right, he's gonna rebait and we're gonna recast. All right, let's go. All right, so Tolo's gonna reel his in. There you go. Oh, look at that. Keep reeling, buddy. I think he's gonna pull it in. Uh-oh. There we go, let's check it out. He's gotta make sure that we don't lose anything. How are we looking? Hey, those are some good sized ones. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, that's too small. Don't worry about that one. Keep going, man. There you go. Let's check it out. Yeah, kind of small, these ones. Yeah. Just dump them out. There you go. Looks like it's all females, aren't they? Yep, all females. All right, we're gonna let these go back in and rebait and recast. All right, so this will be our second cast. All right, like I said, you don't need to cast out very far because right now the tide's coming in. Nice job. All right, Caleb's gonna go next. Yeah. All right, let's go. Yeah, the sand is a little bit soft over here, so. All right, this is our second reeling in. All right, here we go. Oh, that rod's bending pretty good, so maybe we got some good keepers this time. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You know, when the seagrass is coming in, you're close to the water. That allows you to basically maintain that line. You'll get a lot of seagrass. Oh, look at that. Still females, but hey, at least we know that they're out there, so sooner or later, we'll get something. Yep, all females. And you can tell if it's a female if a lot that never done any crabbing. The carapace or the apron, if it's wide, it's a female. So, and if it's narrow, like a point, like an arrow, it's a male. And a lot of times when you guys are walking on the beach, if you ever come across like a mound of sand, it's typically a crab. So it's a really cool thing to see. All right, I'm gonna go back to casting it out. All right, he's gonna reel his in, and hopefully we'll get a keeper here. Ooh, start reeling it in, let's go. All right, let's see if we get anything good in here. That is a male right here. It came off loose. I was trying to basically just push it to the shore. It's a little bit small, but males, females? Female. All right, we're gonna do another cast. All right, so in Oregon, it has to be 5 3/4. You wanna measure it from the inside of that point to the inside of the opposite point. Right now, we're looking at about a good, like an 1/8 of an inch of a difference, so we have to top this one back. It is a male, but it has to be 5 3/4 to be keepers here. In Washington, it's 6 inches if I'm not mistaken. All right, this is going back in the water. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, like I said, we're trying not to use that reel too hard. Like I said, that's an old cheap reel that I've had, so we're using what we got. So he's doing the old pull and drag method. Oh, here he comes. Good. Yep, so far these have been undersized and all been females. Yep, females. We're gonna keep trying. All right, he's gonna get his next. That's a professional right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see if we get any keepers on this one here. Oh, look at that one. Oh, Lee, we can keep going, keep going. We got some males. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. All right, we got one, I believe, is a keeper. I believe this might be a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna measure it anyways, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, you don't want the fish and wildlife to get you.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got here? 6.5 inches. Oh, our first keeper. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. Can't get anything better than that. You know what? So far, we're having fun. It's gonna be a good meal. I'm gonna rinse this off a little bit. Sometimes a little work and effort pays off. So look at that. That is a male. That's what you want to look for. Nothing on this one. Let's check the other one. Oh, here we go. Let's see if it's a male. Let's see if it's a male. Oh, it's a male. Oh, it's another male. Grab the gauge. We got two in there. We got a red rack. Those are keepers too. There's no size limits, but we're gonna toss that one back. Measure it here. What I'm looking at here. Ooh, a little over 6.5. That's a keeper. Take that one.
Okay, this one too.
Yeah, take that one. Oh, sorry guys. There we go. Oh, I believe this is a keeper too. This might be right at that mark. Oh yeah,
That's good.
that's a keeper. All right, the last pull we got was good, but one male and it's like 1/8 of an inch too short. Let's see if we get anything on this one here. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. No. All right. Yeah, these look a little too small. Yeah, that's a little too small. That's a male as well, I believe. Oh, the female. I was wrong. All right, I let that one go. Going back the other way. Look how fast they move in that water. All right, feels like we got a heavy line this time. Oh, we got a male in there. Is it a keeper?
Oh, no. This one here?
Oh man, those all look kind of small.
Yeah.
That might be maybe I would say maybe 1/2 inch short. I'm gonna measure it. Kind of curious. Let's take a look. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna say. Oh, that's like 1/4 of an inch too short. I was right there. Low gap. Females.
And
All females?
yeah.
All females. Oh, that's a big old catch. Oh, go, 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 go. I don't know, it's got a lot of females in there. I don't know, man. Oh, it's got, I think all females, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
We already moved it already. We already moved it out of the way already. Yeah, look at that. That's a good size keeper. Too bad they're females. All right, time for these down. Well, we got one male. Too small though. Two males. All right, last pull in before we head out to the docks. He's gonna manage the line just in case it gets a little too thick with that seagrass. How we looking? Oh wow, that's got some good size haul in there. Let's see if we get any males.
I don't see any males. Is that male?
There's a female. We got a female like right here. Oh, that's a male right there.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's good size.
Yeah, go measure that one. That one is a female right here for sure. Yeah. We got one. This female, that's a male, that's too small. But that is a male, and I think this should be a keeper. We're gonna find out here. Maybe. Maybe. Let me wash out here real quick. All right, here we go. Let's measure it. What does that say right there? Yep, it's a keeper. 6 inches. All right, we got 4 keepers and a red rock. Not bad. All right, second pole coming in. Where is that line? Oh, hey, we got something. We got a straggler right there. That's hard to grab one. It's a male, but we'll see. We'll see. Prince it off a little bit. Might be maybe of an 1/8 of an inch too short. Gonna find out. Hey, Kale, come measure this. I don't know, it might be like an 1/8 of an inch too short. Ah, it is of an 1/8 of an inch too short. It's all good, we have fun. Toss this guy back. We're gonna pack up. Time to go fishing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Watch out for the next one. We're gonna be out there fishing. See you, little guy. Whew, that was a good day. All right, this thing is a monster. We're gonna measure it. You know, remember measure it, Toto? There we go. Put it right here. Just right about there should be good. Right there. Oh, that thing's. What does that say right there? It's a little over 6.5 inches. Yeah, we'll keep that one to this red rock. A little over 6.5 inches.
Nice.
That's a good size one.
Nice claws on it too.
That's all good. Not bad. All right, we're doing pretty good. 3 male keepers and a red rock. So we're up to 9. Heck yeah. Look at those boys. They're working really hard for the crab today. All right, guys, we're back at the cabin. We're a little exhausted, but we had a good day out there crabbing. So hope you guys liked this video, and make sure if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. All right? Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. See you on the next video.